that the president shall, from time to time, give Congress information. That's the phrase. As to the State of the Union, and recommend to their consideration such measures as he shall judge necessary and expedient. It's all become political theater. It's grandstanding. But I happen to remember a time, because I am that old, where I would, as a kid, would watch the State of the Union addresses given by Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, where if there was something that was said, both sides of the House and Senate, all the Congress would get up and clap if there was something that was something that should be universally, as a good thing to say. People, if a Democrat's in, the president, the Republicans will never stand and clap, and vice versa. It's all become, again, I won't go off on my tangents,
I
but
mean, and the
Article
one thing is, I'm sorry, go on.
no, I'll say Article 2, Section 3 just mandates that the president shall give from time to time, not discretionary. So the State of the Union is actually a thing. It's actually something
Right,
that's compelled by the Constitution.
right. Which is funny, where you have to tell us what you're doing and how things are going, what the state of of our nation is. Sort of building on the political theater aspect of it. That some of the original ones were literally just before Congress, because that's all it's required is before Congress, and lasted literally 10 to 15 minutes. So
Yeah,
that gives you an idea
they're just giving
as far
information.
as far as how much of a political theater it's turned into. Then you have Section 4. Section 4 is another one
Section
which has gotten a lot of notoriety lately. It's the impeachment of the president, the vice president, and other civil officers for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. And that's again, we've that over the past, I'd say, definitely over the past 50 years, has been used on a quite frequent basis.
It hadn't been used but for once in the first
Right.
200 years of our country. And now, seemingly every other month, you hear someone talking about where he needs to be impeached or she needs to be impeached. Well,
But that's all laid out in Section 4.
so that is Section 2 of the Constitution. But it's amazing, which is one of the things, again, one of the issues that drove Lou and I to do this is because the foundational pieces of our country find their way into our life every day. And if you don't have an understanding about the foundational pieces, where they come from, what they were designed to do, what they are meant to do, the intent behind them, you'll hear people talking on the news, in articles, influencers, social media, whatever, and they'll raise issues that talk to some of these points. And you really ought to know
What did they say?
where they came from and what they really mean.
Right. And
Because as we go through all this stuff, it's amazing to me, just sitting here right now, how many things those 4 sections of Article 2 have come up in the last 2-3 months. And then we're talking, we're doing this at the end of 2025, over and over and over again, but no one refers back to the Constitution, but they bandy about things about impeachment, about the ability to appoint this person. Why was this person done this? How did we do this? Should the term be only 4 years? How many times did we do this? The Electoral College. And it goes on. And it's amazing when you actually think about it, how many times the Constitution really is implicated, brought up.
right.